Hey guys, all right, we're gonna go do our weekend tidy up here. See what we can get into. Clean up this place and do a little cooking. Welcome back to our channel, friends. I figured I would bring you along to a weekend day in the life. We're gonna get a few things tidied up around the house. We're gonna clean up a little bit, see what all we can get to on this lovely Saturday, cold, chilly morning. And we're gonna make a few desserts and some appetizers for a friend's birthday party we're going to tonight. I hope you guys enjoy. Stick around. You like what you see? Hit that like and subscribe button for more content. As you can see here, we're starting out in the kitchen. It was looking a little rough. Kind of went to bed last night and just left it and said, hey, you know what? I'll get back to it in the morning. So here you'll see we rotate our chores in our house. Each child gets a day of the week to clean the microwave and empty and rotate any dishes that need to be handled in the sink or dishwasher. And then me and Melissa, we take the opposite 2 days, and we are a family of 7, so that covers all 7 days of the week. It works out pretty well with us. So you'll see here my oldest son, who is 18, his day is today to do dishes. So he's chit-chatting with me in the kitchen and rotating dishes. You'll see there for a minute a while ago I was fixing my vacuum. It had a little clog in there. I could tell it wasn't vacuuming very well, so I went ahead and unclogged that and reloaded it up and ready to go. So here we are. I'm just vacuuming up a little bit and getting everything tidy. All right, so here we are. We're just still working on the kitchen a little bit. I'm letting Jack kind of wrap up and do his thing, and I went ahead and started vacuuming the lower downstairs hall and dining room, and then the living room and the entryway, getting those really good and vacuumed and tidy up. And then you'll see here we went ahead, and this was what the mess I was looking at after the dishes was rotated in the kitchen. So, you know, just normal business. Oh, here's the spice rack too. I really needed to get to the spice rack. It needed to be cleaned up, tidied up, and a lot of spices were looking empty. My older 2 children, Hannah, who is 15, almost 16, and then Jack, who I had mentioned earlier, was 18, love to cook. And they love coming up with their own things. So they get used a lot. Here are some of the muffins I ended up making and some little mini cherry pies. Some of this went to a friend's birthday party, and then some of this my family just enjoyed. Oh, here is also a task I really needed to get to this weekend, man. There were so many leftovers, just things that needed to be tossed out, a lot of organization. There was just some spots that needed to be cleaned up, and they were just yuck. So I really wanted to get to the refrigerator. And then here's the finished product. Beautiful, tidy, and clean. My little guy in here in the background telling me all about his games. All right, guys, so we're back into the kitchen here and tidying up. Now we're going to work on putting up some of this leftover. So I made a chocolate sour cream sweetbread, but then I added craisins. It was absolutely delicious. There's a small chunk left. I went ahead and put it in a good Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator for later. Of course, when I noticed that I was putting away the cake in the Ziploc bag, I noticed that both of my little gallon Ziploc bag wooden department holders here were completely empty. So this is not necessarily an every single exact weekend day routine for me, but typically on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, we start a little bit slower if we can, if we're not having other plans or whatnot. But then I typically get up and cook a breakfast. I didn't show breakfast this morning. It actually was super simple. I had made banana nut muffins 2 days before this. So we ended up having just some scrambled eggs, a banana, and banana nut bread muffins for a quick, easy, yummy breakfast. And this is also something typically that I do, like I get up in the morning, I get myself going or whatever and do what we need to do. And then after I get everybody else handled, the house tidying up, everybody fed at least, I normally come up to my room and bathroom and get myself all together and you know, get ready for the day. You'll now see there in the background, Mr. Bryson has joined the party this morning. All right, so we're finally going to go ahead and get this bread into the freezer here. My kiddos actually ended up finishing this bread later that night, so it didn't even have time to sit in there very long. I have left here a few things on the counter from when Jack emptied the dishwasher that I knew I would be putting up or using, so I went ahead and just let him sit them right there on the counter. I'm going to also mop my floors with the Crosswave is what I have, and I absolutely enjoy it. Our whole first floor is all wood floors, so it makes it super easy and convenient, and it cleans the best on there. Here I am going to go ahead and refill up the tank and get some cleaning solution in there so it'll be ready to go. Of course, per usual, just as fast as you empty the sink into the dishwasher, it gets filled up just as fast. So I'm going to go ahead and load up here a few miscellaneous dirty dishes that were in there. I had a few hand towels that needed to go ahead and go to the wash, so I handed those over to another kiddo for him to run them up there for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean out my sink really good. This is something I do probably 5 times a day. A dirty sink drives me insane. I absolutely love using the Dawn Power Wash. I use a variety of things to clean my sink, but a good always go-to is the Dawn Power Wash, I find. I have seen lots of recipes online where you can actually make that. I haven't gotten to that point. I'm actually switching over from the Dawn Power Wash to the 7th generation. It's a small concentrate bottle, and you just add it to your water and it makes your own power wash, but without some of the harsh chemicals that comes in Dawn. I'm also going to go ahead and fill up my egg tray. We normally buy 3, 4, or 5 dozen at a time, but I do like to keep 1 dozen in this tray. It just makes it really easy for a lot of bacon and convenient to pull out. And this here is the dishwasher soap that I'm currently using. It's by the 7th generation. I also have the pods, but we haven't tried them yet. I do have a pack underneath of the sink. So when we go through the liquid, we're going to try the pods and just see what we like better. We were using the, I think it's the Glade Powerball or whatever. Not Glade. I can't think of the darn name. But anyways, we were using some other pods, and they work good, but they're super, super pricey and, again, full of chemicals. So I was hoping to get something a little bit more clean that also got the job done. So we're kind of going through elimination process right now to see which one we prefer over the other. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and fill up my little water and solution dispenser for my Crosswave. That way I can go ahead and get that loaded up and ready to go. And I'm going to end up using the 7th generation multi-purpose concentrate for the solution in my Crosswave. I find it works really well. I don't get any leftover residue on the floors. That's one thing you do have to worry about with the Crosswave is you truly only want to use a very little bit of solution to water ratio, especially on laminate hard floors, because sometimes you will get a little bit of residue there if you have added too much. Sorry about the background noise in a few of these clips here. I'm trying to use a few different devices for my recording purposes currently. And keep in mind, I do have 5 kids that are pretty much in the background at all times. I'm going to go ahead and get those eggs into the refrigerator. This jar here is for my flour, so we're going to go ahead and fill that and get everything stocked back up. Here's the flour I like to use mainly for any of my baking or my bread baking. I like the King Arthur's by far. unbleached flour. I really love their wheat flour. I had just wrapped up the flour from the night before with the bread that I had told you I'd made, the chocolate sour cream bread, and I added craisins. It was delicious. So I emptied my container. I went ahead and ran it through the dishwasher and get it fresh, good to go with a new bag of flour. So here we are going to go ahead and add the flour. Of course, we have to make a mess because that's just how flour goes. All right, we pretty much have everything on this section of the counter cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and use my Method Anti-Bac multi-purpose spray to clean down the counters and give everything a good sanitary wipe down. All right, well, I normally like to let my spray sit on the counter for a minute or so before I wipe it down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put away these last few baking things that I had on the counter from the night before making the sour cream chocolate craisin bread. Well, we got the countertop over there nice and wiped down, in the sink and all of my pumps and all that. So I figured, good as time any, let's go ahead and start working on this spice rack. It was a little dirty, so we had to get that cleaned up just a little bit and refill these spices. There's a couple go-to spices that my children like to make ramen with. My older two, Hannah is going to be 16 and Jack is going to be 18. I've showed them a couple basic recipes and they've pretty much went from there and add their own things. Red pepper flakes is a big one for them. A lot of garlic powder they use, butter, brown sugar, cayenne. I'm going to go ahead and fill the salt shaker now with, we typically use the pink Himalayan salt. That's what I'm currently putting in there right now. We do rotate through a few different salts. We really like Celtic salt right now is the big one. So I only have a little bit more of this pink Himalayan salt, and then we're probably going to convert completely to Celtic salt. I find that it has a very neutral flavor, but you also really get the salt flavor out of things. So like when you're adding a little bit of salt
spices are all
to,
tidied
say,
up. There was
chocolate
a few
cookies,
odds and ends of the dinner
you
table I need to
really
pick up
can
and
pick
put
the
away those
salt
hot
out
chocolate
with
mixes and
Celtic salt.
whatnot.
You heard my little guy Lucas in the background say, "Are you making lunch?" On this night, or not night, this lunchtime, we had pizza rolls. He was pretty excited about that. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and get this floor mopped. So here I am. This is my Bissell Crosswave. I'm telling you, I have had this for, well, I think I bought it about 6 months after we moved into our home, and we've been here for a little over 2 years, and I just absolutely love it. I think it is the best thing. It saves my back. I don't typically have to bring out the old mopping bucket hardly ever. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move upstairs, and we're going to put away some laundry. Of course, you see there my little shadows have followed me, and this pile of laundry had just came up. Mr. Damien had brought it up, and it's all of the boys' laundry. And when I say boys, I mean the younger 3. Jack and Hannah, older 2 children, typically do all of their laundry. The 3 little boys, they normally start the washer and dryer and get all the laundry soap in and whatnot, and then they bring it up, and then we help get it on hangers, and then they put them away. Here they are, excited before they realize that it's time for laundry. So typically when I'm doing laundry, I like to sort the laundry. So in this case, for my 3 little boys, I normally do, they left the laundry cap in there. Of course they did. I normally separate it into their undergarments, so their boxers, their socks, and their pajamas. And then each of those have their own bins that they go to in their room. And then everything else pretty much gets hung up on hangers. All right, and then here you see we have our finished piles, and then we're gonna get them on hangers, and they put them away. Go ahead and brush my teeth and get myself all together for the day. I'm gonna end up tidying up my bathroom just a little bit. Some nitty-gritty toilet work needed a little bit of help. All clean. Get this yucky toilet done. It was looking a little rough. And then finish it off. We're gonna go ahead and give it a quick vacuum upstairs. That way everything is fresh for here. And of course, at the end of my routine of giving a quick tidy up of the house, which is what we've just done, I like to freshen up my wax melt.
Take out the toy.
Okay, so I got the headphones and the control freaks.
So we ended the evening going to Walmart and letting the kids spend some of their Christmas money. They wore their fancy ties, and then I had to do a little bit of computer work. And we got to end the evening as a snow day. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Bye.